Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the rebuild of the 1994 expansion Baltimore Ravens here on Madden 22. That is right, we are back, and I am getting super excited about the next couple of seasons because there are some very, very good players entering the NFL in the next couple of videos. So we're going to be getting an influx of amazing talent within these next couple of drafts. So that's making me super, super excited. But I'm also very excited about the way that I've built this team so far. We've got some pretty good young pieces to build around. I'm still up in the air about the quarterback situation. We've had Steve McNair for a few seasons now. He was, I think, our very first draft pick of the series back in the first episode. And he's been good. And you can't really blame him too much because in the first couple of years we didn't have very much talent at all around him for him to work with. Now that we're starting to get that receiving talent around him, we've got Tony Gonzalez now. We're building that offensive line. We're starting to give him more and more talent to work with, so maybe we can just let it ride with Steve McNair. But there are a few quarterbacks coming up in the next couple of seasons that is going to pique my interest. I think you know the one that I'm talking about the most. So we'll see what happens in the next couple episodes with that quarterback spot. But the rest of the team, I'm very, very confident can develop into a dynasty, basically. That's the way that we've built this team. So I can't wait to get into it. This is going to be a very fun episode. This is 1998-99 season, and the 1999 NFL Draft is in this episode. It's going to be a wild one. If you enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started with the 1998 NFL season. Okay, we have arrived at our lineup, and this is how we're looking to start the 98 NFL year. We've got, obviously, Steve McNair. He's an 84 overall at Superstar Development, 3 years in the league. He's very good. We know that he's very, very good, but there could be other options down the line that could be better. Now, obviously, our main piece on the offense this past offseason was Mr. Randy Moss, Mr. Cash Money, Mr. Straight Cash Homie, Mr. Moss is our guy, 99 speed. So I'm super excited about that. I'm happy to have him on the team. And pairing him alongside Marvin Harrison and Terrell Owens is going to be absolute cheat code. We got Orlando Pace as well to be our franchise left tackle for a long time. We signed Larry Allen in the offseason and moved him to right guard. He's going to be playing left guard for this season because we still have Hope at right guard, but then we didn't really have a good left guard to replace, to fill in, so Larry Allen will move over there. Hope will still play right guard, but once we figure out our left guard situation, then Larry Allen will just move back over to the right guard spot. We did draft Krayutz in the past draft this past year to be our starting center, but Tobeck will be the center for right now until he starts to regress. He is 28 years old, Superstar Development. We could even just trade him. That could be a possibility, just to move up Krayutz to be the starter after the season for next year, for next episode. And then right tackle spot, we've got Lincoln Kennedy, who is 27 years old, Superstar Development, pretty solid. I feel pretty confident with him at left tackle. Obviously, I talked about Tony Gonzalez at tight end. We've got TD and Curtis Martin as our two running backs right now, so I feel confident there. And then on the defense, it's just a spoil of riches. There's just so much stuff here. We drafted Charles Woodson last episode as well. We got London Fletcher. We've got amazing linebackers. We've got Darren Schaap. We've got Rondé Barber, the Minister of Defense, Reggie White, Jason Taylor. A lot of X factors on this defense, and probably more to come. So, super happy about this team. And I'm actually going to change Ray Lewis's X factor. I don't think he needs to have Zone Hawk. That's not Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is not a Zone Hawk. Ray Lewis is a reinforcer, probably. That's probably what he does best. Out of my way. He doesn't need pick artist, peek, or tip drill. He probably needs strip specialist, and then we'll add deflator to him. I would guess that's probably the best one to give him so that he can deflate some hit sticks, pop the ball out a little bit. We've got run stuffer for Derek Brooks. That's fine for right now. obviously go through and adjust all their superstar abilities and stuff when they get higher overall as they unlock more of them. So that is what the team looks like headed into 1998. We obviously need to download the 1999 NFL draft class, which I'm going to do right now. 1999, where's 1999 at? There it is. 1999, here we go. Prospects, let's take a good old look at it. So we've got ourselves Tim Couch, which was the Browns' first quarterback when they came into the league again. Donovan McNabb, Akili Smith, okay. Dante Culpepper, Cade McNown. Where's my guy at? Oh, he's not in this class. Wait, what? Is he not in this class? Hold on. You know who I'm talking about. I could have sworn he was 1999. Is he 2000? Hold on. Let me figure this out. He is 2000. Okay, I apologize. I got the year mixed up. I thought it was 99. It is 2000. So I'm talking about Tom Brady, obviously. I thought it was 99. It is 2000. So we have to wait one more episode for Tom Brady. But there's some pretty good quarterbacks in this class. Joe Germain, Brock Heward? I think it's Heward, actually. So there are some quarterbacks in this class I'll keep an eye on. Don McNabb, Akili Smith, just for the memes. Dante Culpepper, Joe Germain, Aaron Brooks. I'll keep an eye on some of these guys. Then we go to the running backs. Edgerrin James, Ricky Williams, Kevin Folksy. We could draft one of these guys and then trade the running backs that we have and get a bunch of different stuff for them. So like we can just keep recycling the players. That's how you build a dynasty right there. You win championships and you recycle the players. The rest of the running back class is not that good. We got wide receivers, Torrey Holt, David Boston. I'll put him on there as well. Peerless Price. Anybody remember Peerless Price? Marty Booker. I'll put Marty Booker on here. This isn't the greatest wide receiver class, so that's good for us because we've kind of gone pretty hard on receivers the past couple of years, so we don't really need to go too crazy. Donald Driver is a potentially undrafted player. Is very intriguing. I like that a lot. We could snag ourselves a pretty good receiver for really nothing. And then tight ends, we could use a backup tight end, and here's the Lions head coach Dan Campbell, so I'll put him on there. Bite kneecaps. Desmond Clark I'll put on there, but I don't know if we'll go for anybody at tight end this year. Left tackle, we don't really need one, but I'll take a look anyway, and there's probably nobody that I want. Left guard we could use, but this isn't the greatest left guard class. Damian Woody at center, I'll keep an eye on, but probably not going to go for him, unless for a backup role. Right guard, not really want anybody here. Right tackles, same deal. It's not the greatest offensive line class, I've noticed. Javon Curse, we'll put an eye on for the left end spot. Anybody else? I don't think so. Right ends, not really feeling anything here. We still need to figure out our replacement for Reggie White. Like who's gonna take over after he retires. I'm glad he didn't retire last episode because it gives me another year to figure that out, but I still don't even know if I'm going to figure it out. So we're going to have to figure out who's going to replace him. Booger McFarland, I do like a D tackle. That could be a nice pickup. That would be a really, really good defensive tackle to add to the team. Nice young guy. Left outside linebackers. Is there anybody here that I want? Probably not. Middle linebacker, Andy Katzenmoyer. Okay. He's a crazy person. Anybody else? No, I'm not seeing it. What about right outside linebackers? Joey Porter. I like that. I like that a lot. OJ. I saw OJ Childress, but I'm not really feeling that. Corners. Obviously, we could add a bunch of corners. Champ Bailey, Chris McAllister, Antoine Winfield Sr., Dre Bly. Who else is down here that I like? There's a couple names, but I'm not seeing anybody else that I'd want to absolutely have to draft. So that can't be. Is that Kirby Smart? That can't be Kirby Smart, the coach of Georgia, the head coach of Georgia, is it? Did he play corner in '99? I guess it could be. The timeline would fit theoretically because '99's been what 24 years ago at this point. So if he was already 18, or if he was already like 20, 21, that would mean he's probably in his mid-40s. Yeah, it would probably add up if that was Kirby Smart. That's pretty funny. I didn't realize he played corner. I thought he was more of a defensive lineman. He's kind of short and stout, but I guess that's what he looks like now. Free safety. Anybody? Probably not. I mean, we're pretty good at free safety right now, so I don't really need to go for anybody there. Strong safeties. Strong safeties are good as well. We're good on the safeties for right now. Martin Grammatica? Automatica Grammatica? I think we're good on kicker. We have a, what's his face? Adam Vinatieri. So, yep, that's my board for 1999. I'm not really sure where I want to go. I like the Anthony McFarland idea, so I might go that. And then obviously I like Joey Porter. We could get him possibly in the second round, and Champ Bailey. These corners, I feel like we have to come away with one of these corners because we have Charles Woodson, and then we have, who else do we have at the cornerback spot? We just got Charles Woodson. We know he's going to be good. And then we have Rondé Barber, but that's about it. So we could use corners for sure, and obviously we need Anthony McFarland to replace Von Olfenheim, or Olhoffen. So we need to do that, and we need to figure out the replacement for Reggie White. So there's a couple different things we need to do that'll come in time. But let's start simulating. Let's start simulating the season. The 1998 NFL season is underway with week number 1. I'm not even sure how good we're going to be, but we win 26-24 over the LA Rams. Or they might have been, no, they were LA back in the 90s. So they are, we are victorious here. I need to check our draft capital because it's been a couple days since I recorded that other video, the last video, so I don't remember what we have. We have, okay, so we must have utilized all of our first-round picks, or our multiple first-round picks last episode. So we just have 1 through 7, and that's how it is for the next 2 years. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Good to know. Let's keep simulating here as we move through the early part of the 1998 season. I will jump in and have some gameplay. Don't forget about that. I think we'll jump in on this week, week number 3. Depends on who we play, I guess. We play the Bengals. Have we played the Bengals yet? I don't remember. We did lose badly to the Packers. So that's not that surprising, I guess. I want to play more away games because we get to see more stadiums that way. We just don't want to play a bunch of home games and see the Ravens Stadium. So we could see Cincinnati for the first time today. Let's do that. But first off, let's take a look at these negotiations. So Terrell Davis needs a new contract. So it's the guys that we just drafted in the first episode. It's all of those guys that need new contracts, except for, it's everybody that we didn't get in the first round, basically, because I don't see McNair. So these guys are going to need new contracts, and that's going to hurt us. So what we might do is we might trade Terrell Davis, draft a running back, and keep Curtis Martin, because he's a lot cheaper. But we'll figure it out. Can we sign Derek Brooks right now? Because I absolutely need to have Derek Brooks back. So a 6-year deal is fine by me. $9 million, and then we'll give him like $705. How's $96 million? That's a lot of money, and he's gonna be back. And we just got a trophy down there. You can't see it. My camera's blocking it, but we just got the trophy deal maker. So we bring back a 90-plus player. That's exactly what we need to do. Terrell Davis making that much money is not what I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. So we might trade Terrell Davis this offseason and then draft a running back. It's always possible. Or maybe we just stick with Curtis Martin. I have no idea. But we're going to jump in. We're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals, and we will try to see Randy Moss for the first time. Okay, we are jumping in on defense. It is a 3rd and 6 against Cincinnati. We got to try to stop him here. I'm going to user Reggie White here, try to get to the quarterback. And he's going to go to the... Oh, it's picked off. It's Jackson. It's not Rondé Barber. I think that might have been a block in the back, actually. Jackson with the pick, and that was a user pick, by the way. The user. Easy reads. Bengal YouTube. 1 fish, 2 fish, a red fish, blue fish. You love to see it. We're still not moving the ball on offense, though. Let's use Derek Brooks. We re-signed him to a new contract, so we might as well get some usage out of him. That's going to be a quick pass, and Barber can't keep up. And I think it's Kerry Collins who's throwing the football for Cincinnati. He throws the ball, completes the pass, and gets a first down. But we got to keep moving. Come on, boys. Jason Taylor, only a 77 overall. Get to the quarterback. Is that Eddie George back there? That might be Eddie George. He takes a huge hit stick from Zach Thomas, and it is Eddie George. I love Eddie George. Huge hit stick. Into the second quarter, late second quarter, actually. George gets the ball again. He cuts it around. George breaks one tackle, fights through the other one with Brian Dawkins. Come on, defense. It's 3rd and 5. We need to bring some pressure. Linebacker blitz. Linebacker blitz. Ray Lewis, get to the quarterback. It's a quick throw. Touchdown, Cincy. Not good. Scott with the catch. We need to get on offense here and do something. The offense can't really do much. Finally, the first time we're on offense is the 2-minute drill. We got Randy Moss running a comeback route. I might lean towards him a little bit here. Fire it in, Randy. Sideline. Whew, a little bit of a high throw from McNair, but Randy's able to come down with it because he's Randy Moss. And we'll go with the verticals. I might... Ooh, I got a guy open there. It's going to be Derek Mason. Holds on. No, he didn't hold on. Derek Mason drops it. I thought he had it. I really did thought he had it. He brought it in. It looked like he brought it in, but upon further review, he dropped it. So it is 2nd and 10. I'm looking quick throw. It's going to be Terrell Owens. Big catch. We need to go quickly here. Halfback slip. Sleep. Go Terrell Davis. Out of the backfield. Get open. There it is. Blockers in front. Not really, but Terrell Davis falls forward, right? He fell forward for the first down there? He did. Okay. 40 seconds, 2 timeouts. We got to look. Tony Gonzalez is in... Oh, my God, Tony Gonzalez. Did he come down with that? I think he might have. That was insane. I called a timeout, and it is a first down now. That was the craziest catch of all time. That was like triple coverage. Whoa, Tony Gonzalez. There's a reason he's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Look at that catch. I thought he dropped it right here, but he holds on through contact and brings it down. I'm going to actually send Terrell Owens on a vertical because I believe he can win off the rip. And he did, and then I threw a pick there. Oh, that's my fault. That's 100% my fault. I didn't know what route Tony Gonzalez was running. I made a big mistake there. I thought he was running a little curl, and he would come back to the football. But he must have been running some vertical route or something. I don't know. That's my fault. I apologize. That's a big-time mistake there. We could have went into the half down by 3 and not down by 10. Terrell Davis gets the first down. That's big. Keep moving. We're into the red zone. Maybe a little mesh spot. Open for Randy Moss, possibly. I mean, Moss is open. I'm going to find him. He's not going to get the first down, but that's a decent catch. And then we'll go with a little bench X dig. And we could look for... I don't even know who to look for here. Nobody. Step up and run with Steve McNair, and he's going to have open space. Touchdown, Ravens. That's big. That's a big touchdown. Gets us back in this game. Nobody was spying the quarterback. Nobody was spying the quarterback. And we are here into the fourth quarter, start of the fourth quarter, at 1st and goal. About to take the lead, or has a possibility to take the lead. The snap. The throw. What the heck was that, Steve? Another interception. That wasn't even close to who I threw it to. I pressed A, which was Tony Gonzalez, and he just threw it completely not even close to him. So that's not what I wanted to have happen. And the Bengals put up another touchdown. We really royally screwed that up with that interception. We have to score quickly. We have to score quickly. Run from Terrell Davis. I thought I'd had more room than that. I was wrong. Play action. This looks like a fullback throw, but I'm not going to go there because I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll. Play action, or playmaker Keith Byers. Marvin Harrison almost caught it off the deflection. 3 picks for Steve McNair today. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. I said we had to score quickly, and I haven't really done much to do that. Steve McNair, another rushing touchdown. He fumbled in the end zone. Steve. Oh, Marvin, save a touchdown. Thank you. Steve McNair fumbled into the end zone. We had it, and he fumbled it. We had the touchdown. We absolutely had the touchdown, and now we're down 40 seconds to go. Down by 10. It's not looking good. Tony Gonzalez holds. Not on. He drops it. Man. We had a couple opportunities. One was my fault, the interception at the goal line. That was certainly my fault. But the other one, McNair fumbling, not a good look, and that's incomplete because he didn't get both feet in bounds. I didn't think I had to possession catch that. I thought he would get both feet in bounds regardless, but I guess not. 26 seconds left, 3rd and 10. I'm gonna check up and run. McNair broke a tackle. Steve McNair into the end zone. He's at the freaking 1. He's at the freaking 1. He broke a tackle, but did not get into the end zone, just barely missing out. 18 seconds left. There's really no chance to win this game, but I will still try. Touchdown, Randy Moss. No, he dropped it. My guys can't hold on to footballs. Not even the rookie Randy Moss. Quick throw. Held on, thankfully. Marvin Harrison. But there's 12 seconds left. There's literally no chance we can do this. And, yeah, it's over. So we lose to Cincinnati. Very frustrating. We probably should have won that game. But a couple things didn't go our way. We had the interception, which is my fault. I will take responsibility for that. That was completely my fault. I didn't know what route he was running. But then the fumble by McNair in the end zone was not good. That's something that's avoidable. The other interception that he threw was not my fault. I threw it to Tony Gonzalez, and he just sailed it. Tony was over here, and McNair threw it over here. So I have no idea what that was about. Just bad luck, I guess. And we lose the game. So a couple things that didn't go our way, but that's life. That's the NFL. And now we are 1-2 on the season. We'll simulate up to probably, let's see, we got a big away stretch here. I don't know. Let's simulate the Lions. They are 3-0, by the way. Are they going to be 4-0? They are not. We beat the Lions. So we're 2-2 on the year. Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas get some big upgrade points. I think we will keep simulating until the midway point of the season. So we'll play the we'll simulate the Dolphins here. And they will beat us. Okay. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 0-5. Please do not be the team that lets the Steelers get their first win. They didn't. We beat them. That's good. We play the Browns now. Get some big upgrade points for our guys. We have a big home stretch now. 3-game home stretch at least after this game against the Browns. Mock draft number 2 is out. But we don't care about mock draft number 2. We care about beating the Cleveland Browns, who are officially back after this season. And we beat them. 4-3 on the year. We're right there with the Browns. And the Browns we just beat, so that's good. That is very, very good. Play the Jets. Simulate that game. Are we going to beat the New York Football Jets? We do. 38-13. We're playing really, really well. We are playing really, really well. I think we'll jump in and play the Minnesota Vikings in a couple of weeks. We have 2 home games against the Bengals and Steelers. Steelers finally got their first win. And we lose to the Bengals. That's upsetting. But now we play the Steelers. And come on, beat the Steelers. They're a 1-win football team. They can't beat us. Yeah, we shut them out too. Okay, that's huge. That's really, really huge. So we get some more good upgrade points for a lot of our young guys. Week 11 against Minnesota. We are battling with the Bengals and Browns for the. It's really just us 3, and then the Steelers are sucky. So that's everybody that is in the division. It's a 3-horse race at this point. All right, so we've got 3 focus players. I don't think we need to focus on the quarterbacks, so we can move past them. But focusing on the running backs might not be a bad thing. Like let me learn a little bit about Ricky Williams. Let me learn about Donald Driver, since we probably will be getting him. I want to know a little bit more about him. And probably Anthony McFarland as well. Definitely want to know a little bit about Anthony McFarland, Booger McFarland. All right, then negotiations. We still have to figure out what we want to do with everybody else. Luckily, there's not a whole lot more people that I want to bring back, so that's nice. But I do want to get this over with Curtis Martin, so a 5-year deal. And we'll give him $5 million salary and probably $350 as his bonus. $355. $42.5 million. He's happy to sign and come back. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we got our at least one of our running backs. Terrell Davis is going to be another story because we have enough money to bring him back, but I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that. Charles Hope, I will offer a contract to because we could use him as a backup. He's a good backup option. So Hopefully he accepts like $7 million over 2 seasons, and he's going to do it. Perfect. Kimo von Olahoffen is probably a little bit too expensive, but I might offer him since we probably won't be offering many more people after him. So we'll go for like 2.5 and then 455 as his bonus. 14 million over 2 seasons. He's coming back as well. So we still got a good amount of money, and there's not a whole lot more people that I want back down the line. So we'll figure it out as we go. I'm still not sure if I want to trade Terrell Davis or not. But let's jump in. Let's not think about that right now. Let's jump in and try to get another win, keep up with the Bengals and Browns, and beat the Minnesota Vikings. All right, we are here in Minnesota. And we are on the road taking the drive for the first game, or the first drive of the game, and we got a massive shot to Randy Moss, a 1-play touchdown. That's why you draft a guy like Randy Moss. Is this going to be his 3-catch, 3-touchdown game? It could be. That play action pass he just torched. I didn't see him until it was almost too late. But Randy Moss just went down the field. Nobody kept track of him. And that's what you love to see. That's how you score a big boy touchdown. 3rd and 4 against Minnesota. Let's see if we can get to the quarterback here. I don't know who it is. I can't see who that is. Quick throw. Dropped. Huge. I think Ray Lewis might have been a part of it. Might have been a part of messing that up. But they're going to kick a field goal, I would expect. And they must have went for it or something. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a touchdown, that's for sure. Or it wasn't a field goal. Let's see if Randy Moss cooks his guy again. He almost did, to be fair. But I got to get that ball away. I had no time. 4 for 5, 103 yards, a touchdown for Steve McNair. Had to get that ball away. I don't want to kick the field goal, so we're going to go back to key moments. We do go up 10-0. The Vikings get a touchdown. Okay. Driving again. They will get to 2nd and 4. 2-minute warning coming up probably after this play. Chris Carter is on the field. I see him. And they're going to hand off to the running back who had the first down but didn't choose to get it. That's a little strange. Maybe he's playing for the long game here, trying to run the clock out. I have no idea. But he had the first down. He had it all the way. He absolutely had it all the way. I got bullied there. That's going to be Chris Carter. Broken tackle, but brought down. It's May. I don't know who the quarterback is. Some sort of May person. All right, let's jump back out of this. Let the CPU handle it, and they didn't handle it very well. It is a touchdown for Minnesota. 10-14. Randy Moss is one-on-one with one safety playing center field. One middle high safety. I think I didn't see him there. Wow. I didn't see him there until it was too late. That's another interception on me. I thought that he was wide open. That's Eric Stokes. Yeah. That one's 100% on me. I did not even see him there until I threw it. Yikes. That's a bad one. That one's 100% on me. Luckily, we held him to a field goal. I don't know how I didn't see him there. It's not like they blended into the field or anything. I just didn't see him. Oh, incomplete pass. Tony Gonzalez couldn't get it in there quick enough. We'll go opposite this time and have Terrell Owens be running around. This is, I think, the same play I just got intercepted on. Okay, I see him this time, so I'm not going to throw it to him just yet, but I probably should have because I didn't have anything there. And they want me to run the ball to end the quarter. I don't really want to do that. I'm not a quitter. I'm not giving up. I'm going Tony Gonzalez. He's going to hold on to the football. Tony Gonzalez. He is a master at doing that. An absolute master. I know we have 2 timeouts. We're running a little short on time. Oh, but he won again. Tony. A little bit of a bad throw from McNair, but it got to him in the end. He holds on. Big catch. What do we call now? Do we call a slot out, maybe? I don't like these routes, but it's all we got right now. Fire it to Marvin Harrison. Dropped off his hands. That was a tough throw anyway, and a tough catch. It wouldn't have really done much good, so it's probably better that he dropped it. Probably better than he dropped it. Who do we even go for here? I'm looking right side of the field. I'm looking Terrell Owens, and I'm not going to be able to get it to him. That would have been a touchdown. That would have been a touchdown if I would have had a little bit more time. I needed like 1 more second. Not even. A half a second. and he would have probably caught a touchdown there. I think that might have been the rookie Orlando Pace. What the heck? I pressed the wrong button. I thought I was playing PlayStation for a second. I pressed X. Or I pressed A, thinking it was X because I play too much PlayStation. And yeah, that was a bad idea. He was wide open too. Can McNair get any yardage? No, he can't. Man, that was a bad drive. That was a really, really bad drive to end the half. I'm going to let the CPU handle it for a little bit. I've been screwing up. We get the touchdown. Can the defense hold on? Not really. Come on, there we go. Tie it back up. But the defense is letting the Vikings just go down the field on us. I would prefer not to do that. I would really, really prefer not to have the Vikings offense just roll right down the field. I think Randy Moss might have this. Randy Moss! He mossed him! Oh my God. Randy Moss is the GOAT. He's the GOAT of all receivers. How did he come away with this? This is not a ball you should ever throw. But I threw it because I trust Randy Moss. He just got on top of him and rode him. He rode that man bareback. I mean, it was insane. What a throw. What a better catch. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Let's just get that to Tony Gonzalez, and it might be a touchdown. Gonzalez tries to run over a man, but he can't do it. 2-yard line is where we will pick up after the 2-minute warning. Let's give a little bit. I was going to go read option here, but I don't think that's a smart idea. We'll go with a run play. We'll give it to Terrell Davis, and he gets to the outside, wide open, touchdown. We're back in this game again. That Randy Moss catch was insane, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. And the Viking offense is just rolling down the field. It's crazy. No timeouts, 39 seconds to score a touchdown or kick a field goal. The Vikings just did whatever they wanted against us. Kind of crazy. That's going to be Terrell Owens. Dropped. I pressed the jump button, but I didn't get an animation. Maybe I was too far away. I don't know. I did not get an animation there. Press coverage? Are you kidding me? You're pressing Randy Moss after what he's done to you. And you're also pressing Marvin Harrison. My two best players. Oh my God. They pressed Randy Moss and it came back to bite him. Randy Moss is going to score a touchdown to give the Baltimore Ravens the lead. You can't press Randy Moss. He's killed you today. Randy Moss with the go-ahead touchdown. I can't believe they pressed him. And the Vikings will lose to the Baltimore Ravens. What are they doing? You can't press Randy Moss with the game on the line. I'm going to find him every time. And the Baltimore Ravens will beat the Minnesota Vikings on the road. And Randy Moss is a big reason why. One of McNair's best games, by the way. And it's all because of this man right here. If I could get to him. There he is. 4 catches, 231 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Randy Moss. So it's not exactly his 3-touchdown, 3-catch day, but it's very close. And he's certainly going to be the player of the week. Absolutely. And maybe we can get him to win Rookie of the Year. That'd be awesome. He's already going to be an X Factor. I'm pretty much certain about that he's going to be an X Factor. So it's not about getting a development upgrade. It's just about getting him the recognition he needs and deserves. That was that was super fun. I like that. I like that a lot. 7-4 now. Hopefully the Bengals and Browns lost. And they didn't. Well, the Bengals didn't, but the Browns did. And we got a breakout player scenario for Larry Izzo. Ooh. Okay, so going from star to superstar. That's a little bit more tricky than obviously going from normal to star. Can he do it against the Cleveland Browns? He might be able to. It's going to be tough. We win, which is a good sign. But did he do it? Larry Izzo didn't have the game I was hoping for. Man, that just never happens, does it? It rarely ever happens where they give you the freaking things. All right, we got the bye week. We play the Patriots next. We've got a couple guys getting upgrades. Let's simulate the bye and head to week 14 here. We could jump in to play the Patriots, but I don't know if I want to or not. We play Chicago. That could be fun. I think I might do that. All right, so we play the Patriots here. Let's simulate. The Bengals just keep on winning. The Bengals are looking pretty good. We win as well, so we're keeping pace with the Bengals, but they're just maybe a little bit better. I don't know. We do luckily play the Jaguars to end the season, so the Jaguars should be bad. So that could be hopefully a free win. We play the Raiders. The Raiders. Can we beat them? Come on, Ravens. We do. 10-4, ladies and gentlemen. This is our best season by far. I knew it was only a matter of time. I knew it was only a matter of time before our big boys stepped up and played really well. Player negotiations. It looks like we don't really have anything other than Terrell Davis that I want to bring back. All these guys we can replace pretty easily. And the guys with star development don't really matter because they're all kind of not people I want to bring back anyway. So Terrell Davis is the only guy. Now he wants even more money. He was at 50-something million before when we signed Curtis Martin, but now he's at 90 million because we waited so long. So he's obviously gone up because he's had a pretty good season, which makes me think that we should probably trade him even more now. Taking on Buffalo. We will beat the Buffalo Bills as well. We take on Chicago. The Bengals lost. We were 11-4 with the Bengals. Oh, baby. We need them to slip up and lose one more game. Slip. And if they do, then we can take the division. Are we guaranteed for the playoffs? We are. We have clinched a playoff spot for the first time in this rebuild. Oh, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. I think I'm going to jump in and play the Bears, and then we will simulate the final game of the season against the Jaguars. All right, we are starting with the ball here in Chicago, and we are going to try to go to 12 and, what is it, 12-4 is what we would be. As Terrell Davis, I had some room, but I got brought down, unfortunately. Let's go the fade smash, because I like Randy Moss's route here. Although I don't want to go to the end zone, that's for sure. Got to get that ball away. The Bears defense got pressure quickly on me there. This is the route that Randy Moss scored the touchdown on against the Vikings. So we're going to call it again and see if he can slip past the safety. And he did. Randy Moss is a cheat code on this route. There it is. Another touchdown. Oh, he's winning Offensive Rookie of the Year, isn't he? He is winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Why don't I just call that play every single time? He's got 1,000 yards this year. Good for Randy. Good for Randy. I think that's the first 1,000-yard receiver, is it not? I don't remember. I shouldn't say that if I don't know for sure. It could be, but I don't know 100%. 7-0. Defense takes care of the Bears offense, and we will fire. That's a risky throw pick. I hate myself. I hate myself. I always throw these stupid picks that should never be picks. I should never have thrown that ball in the first place. God, I suck. I suck so much. I ruin our team's chances so many different times. Defense holds the Bears to a field goal, which is nice. Drag verticals, maybe. Gonzalez might be open here. I'm going to try to hit Tony, and he's going to be open. Come back to the football. Get a big catch. Get a big boy catch. And then we will run the ball with Terrell Davis here. Run the ball with Terrell Davis. Snap it. Get a block. Some sort of flag. I don't know if it's a holding. It's probably, that's got to be what it is, right? It's got to be a holding call. Yeah. Holding on the offense. It is Keith Byers, the fullback. So I think he was the one blocking on what I just ran. He was like the guy that I was blocking and the guy that I just got tackled by. So that's a little bit unfortunate. 1st and 17. We run the ball again. Terrell Davis gets some of those yards back. That's probably going to be a 2-minute warning. I don't think I'm going to snap it, and I can't. 2-minute warning. A 7-3 football game here in Chicago, the Windy City. It's a cold one in Chicago. I mean, it is, early December? So, understandable. Fired in quickly. Marvin Harrison just stand in the pocket and find an open man. Expertly done. We'll run some read option here, but just give it to Terrell Davis anyway. Oh, it's Curtis Martin. I thought it was going to be Terrell Davis, but it is Curtis Martin. We'll go back to it again and probably hand it off to him again because he should have it, and he doesn't. Okay. But we get another yard. We'll run a stick play. Snap it. Fire it in through the defense. That was a risky throw, as I usually throw. I usually pick risky decisions, and that's a touchdown. It worked out for me that time. Another field goal by Chicago. Come on, defense. We need to stop him. We need to stop him here. Chicago's doing some dirty work, but they're only managing to get field goals, which is very nice. Can we put up another touchdown? No, we put up another field goal, or we put up our first field goal. But the Bears finally put up a touchdown. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. It is 1st and 10. Deep into our end zone, or deep into our red zone. Quick throw. Caught. They have 2 timeouts. Maddox with the ball. 30 seconds left. 2 timeouts. A chance to win the game, probably. Maddox throws it. Lewis brings him down. They're probably going to use one of their timeouts. Oh, they're not using their timeouts. 10 seconds to go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Hurst with the touchdown. He was wide open. I don't know what happened. He was wide open, and we have 7 seconds. I guess we just throw it up to Randy Moss and see what happens. 7 seconds. Miracles can happen. Lob it to Randy Moss. He almost caught it. He almost Superman that ball. That would have been the craziest play of all time. But we do fall to Chicago, which is not ideal at all, because we are in a battle for the division with the Bengals, and losing this game to Chicago is not what we needed to do. We needed to come away with a big victory here. Couldn't do it. For some reason, our offense just wasn't moving the ball after like the first half. The second half, we were just not doing anything. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't working for us, and unfortunately, it is a loss. That is not good. I'm hoping the Bengals slipped up as well. If the Bengals slipped up, then that'll be good, I guess, but I doubt that they will. They probably will get a victory here, and they did. So I think that might have clinched it. The Bengals, okay, no. So luckily, I think we might have split during the season, because if we wouldn't have split, then they probably would have clinched it there. So we need to win this game big over the Jacksonville Jaguars and hope that the Bengals lose. Come on, baby. Give me the division. The Bengals won. I mean, we won too, which is good, but the Bengals won their game. If we wouldn't have lost that Bears game, we'd probably jump them and do whatever we want with them. But unfortunately, we lost that game to the Bears, and we will play the Houston Oilers, who must have won their division. Yeah, we're the 5 seed. The Oilers won their division at 7 and 10, so that division must suck. But we are taking them on. I'm hoping we can get the W. Let's take a look at the stats on the season, though. Steve McNair, 3,700 yards, 30 touchdowns to 9 picks. Regrettably, a lot of those picks are my fault. Probably at least 3 or 4 of them are my fault. That sucks, but a couple of those touchdowns are mine, too. 3,700 yards. Terrell Davis, 1,600 yards and 23 touchdowns. He's killing the game. Randy Moss got 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. I hope that's good enough for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Tony Gonzalez, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison, 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. Terrell Owens, 600 yards, 8 touchdowns, excuse me. Defensively, Ray Lewis with 129 tackles, 101 for Zach Thomas, 96 for Barber, 91 for Shapa, 88 for Woodson. Tackle for loss leader was the Minister of Defense, Reggie White, 18, 11 for Von Olahoffen. Derrick Brooks had 10. Izzo had 8. Sack leader was White and Taylor. Ooh, that's a big season for Taylor. He was only like a 77 overall or something. Having a 10-sack season is going to be huge. Derrick Brooks had 9.5. Ray Lewis had 8.5. And Willie White had 6. Izzo had 5. Ray Lewis led the team with 5 picks. Okay, whatever. Picks. 3 for Woodson and Sharper. 1 for a bunch of other guys as well. So that's the season. That is the season stat-wise. Now we got a playoff game against the Houston Oilers, who shouldn't really be in the playoffs, but they won the division, so they get a playoff game, and they get to host the playoff game. So we'll jump in and see if we can move on in the playoffs. I think we should be able to, but I thought we were going to beat the Bears, and we didn't. This is also nice. Not only is it the first time we get to play the Houston Oilers, but we also get to see the wild card stuff on the field, so that's nice to see. And I'm running that same play, but this time they played it well. They finally learned, and I threw a pick on my first throw. Oh my God, am I the worst player of all time? Am I really the worst player of all time? I think I might be. I think I might be the worst Madden player to ever play the game. Who throws a pick on the first play of the game? They took away my go-to. They covered Randy Moss because they sent another safety up. But who throws a pick on the first play of the game? Come on. And Tony Gonzalez dropped. You got to be kidding me, man. I can't buy a good play. I cannot buy a good play. I got to let the CPU handle it sometimes. Okay, there we go. 14-0. Oilers get a field goal. Maybe a play-action scissor will work. I'm looking Tony Gonzalez the entire way. He's come down with some pretty good catches this season. I think he might have another one. Tony Gonzalez, nobody can catch him. Touchdown, Ravens. That is a 21-3 lead. That is exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. Let's hold on. Get into halftime. Ooh, Oilers scored a touchdown. It's 21-10. We kick a field goal. Adam Vinatieri drills a deep one. 24-10. Another field goal, 27-10. Into the fourth quarter. It's getting late for the Oilers. We need to hold on. Defense needs to hold up. The Oilers scored a touchdown, but I don't think that's going to be enough for them. Although, oh, I was wrong. Oilers scored another touchdown here, and it is getting crazy. It is getting a little crazy. They have 3 turnovers, and they're still down by 3 somehow. 1:05 here in the wild card. Give me a block. How do you not block that? Oilers call their first timeout. How do you not throw a little bit of a block? They even just get in his way and let me go around you. That would have worked perfectly fine, too. A first down probably ends the game, but we need to get the first down here. We need to use their timeouts and get the first down, and Terrell Davis can't even get a yard. Back-to-back plays, not even a yard getting. Yard getting? Yard gained, I should have said. I can speak English. Do we go Tony Gonzalez here? That might not be a smart thing to do. I think I might go outside. Why would the ball come out like that? Why would the ball do that? I threw it so that he would run outside, but he ran in back to the ball. I don't understand that why he did that, but he did. It's 4th and 9. This is probably not a smart thing to do in the playoffs. We probably should punt this ball back, but I'm actually going to take off and run with Steve McNair, and he's going to be able to get it. Did I get it? Steve McNair got the first down on the ground. Oh my God, Steve McNair did it. And we go on for the first time ever in our first ever playoff appearance in this rebuild. We actually won our first game. Now, to be fair, it was against a team that shouldn't have been there. They took us to the limit, though. But we got it done in the end. Steve McNair seals it with his legs, getting that first down. That was a big play. I'm just glad he didn't fumble the football or anything. And now we move on to the divisional round against the Bengals. It had to be. It had to be the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 versus 5, 1 versus 6. 49ers, Bears over on the NFC side, and then Vikings, Eagles. We've already beaten the Vikings, so that's interesting if we were to make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't know if we will. We got to play the Bengals. Let's go see if we can do it. Jumping in on defense, 3rd and 8 here in the AFC divisional round. Trying to get to our first ever AFC championship appearance, but we got to get through our rivals, the Cincinnati Bengals, and he's going to throw it up. No, my God, he held on. What a great catch, and to keep his feet in bounds with contact, Pickens does an amazing job there. I can't believe he did that, but they only managed a field goal. Our offense needs to score a touchdown here, and we do. 7-3. We're right back there with another chance to do it, but we have to kick another field goal. Okay. I'll take the field goal. Any points are good points except for when you're allowing them. 28 seconds. Time is going down. Can we get one more snap off? We might be able to. One final snap. Before halftime. Dropped. Terrell Owens. I can't believe you. We're going to be able to get a field goal, though, so that's nice. But I can't believe that Terrell Owens dropped that. That was a touchdown. Absolute touchdown. But we do go into the half up by 3. We need to hold the Bengals and get another touchdown. Need to get another touchdown here. There we go. 20-10. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. 3rd down from the 19-yard line. We'll go with the Y corner. Y corners could work. I think Marvin Harrison's going to be the guy that I trust. Marvin. End zone. Pass interference. Give me the ball on the 1. Give me the ball on the 1, ladies and gentlemen. He just grabbed Marvin. He knew he got beat. He just grabbed him on the shoulders. Give me the ball on the 1-yard line. Thank you very much. And there's a touchdown. 27-10. But the Bengals go back and get one of their own. Come on, defense or offense. We need to get up there. I like what I see. From the 19 again. We'll go with the play action scissors because this scored last time we ran it with Tony Gonzalez. And it might score again. Tony G! Touchdown, Ravens! What a catch from Tony Gonzalez! He just went up there and bodied everybody, backed everybody down like he was a center trying to get a rebound. That was an insane catch. And that's going to be ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Baltimore Ravens will appear in their first ever AFC Championship. Oh, it's getting good. It is getting good. I can't believe we've gotten here, to be fair. I thought that in typical Madden fashion we would lose to the Oilers, but I mean, it was close. But we hold on, we beat the Bengals, and now we will play the Chargers. Who was the 1 seed? The Chiefs? The Chiefs lost 21-14 over the Chargers, so it's a 5 versus 6 in the AFC Championship and a 1 versus 4 over on the NFC side of things. All right, whatever. It is AFC title game, and we host it. We host it because we're the higher seed, so let's go see if we can get to our first ever Super Bowl. That would be crazy. This, I'm pretty sure, is the first time we've played the Chargers. I don't think we've played them. Not that I can remember. So we are here playing the Chargers for the first time, and I am going to fire it in to Marvin Harrison, who's going to take it up the field. I was waiting for him to get some separation, and he did. Expertly done by Marv. And we will go next play with a flanker drive. Hardly know her. Ooh, who's open here? I got to fire it in. It's going to be Terrell Owens holds on. Big catch. I wasn't sure he was going to get open there. Luckily, we did find T.O. No huddle, run it with Terrell Davis, and I had to choose to go one way, and I couldn't choose. I didn't know which way to go. But I do get a couple yards out of it, so that's good. Oh my God, I got a man open. Randy Moss! I'm not sure what happened there. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. I went for the secure catch, but he didn't even animate for it. Maybe secure catch wasn't the right call. He wasn't in range for a secure catch. I don't know, but I went for it and he didn't even animate for it. So that sucks. He was wide open too. Oh, I'm taking off here. Steve McNair's got some running room. He doesn't really have the wheels, but he's got enough wheels to get the first down there. 1 yard, one rush for 12 yards. He had enough of the wheels to get there. Play action. I don't really like this. This is that fullback play. I don't really like the options here. Unless I roll out of the pockets and fire it to the sidelines. Almost caught it. Oh, man. That would have been an insane catch. Insane catch. I kind of missed my opportunity. Fire it back across body. Not what I should have done at all. Picked off. God, I just make the dumbest mistakes. Why do I even exist? That sucks. I hate myself. I was having a good drive there too. Well, at the beginning, I kind of slowed down a little bit at the end. Chargers take a lead, because of course they do. But we can fight back in here. We're a good football team. Although we can't score a touchdown, we kick a field goal. But maybe we can score one before the end of the half, and we do. That's big. Absolutely massive. Another touchdown to start the second half. Nope, a field goal. Okay, 13-7. They kick a field goal. So it's still a pretty tight battle. Into the fourth quarter. 13-10. It's a 3rd and 1. I trust Terrell Davis. The snap. The handoff in the first down. That was a little scary. I thought for a second I wasn't going to be able to get it, but we did. Another 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7 this time. I don't like these 3rd and 7s. Mainly because these linebackers play a little bit too tight for my liking, but that's going to be open. It's Terrell Owens, and he's got himself extra yardage after the catch. That's a huge play. We'll go with an inside split. Hand this ball off to TD and hope he can get a first down. He almost did. He fought his way up to the 5-yard line, 2nd and 2. Hand it back to him again, and Terrell Davis will not get the first down. I thought for a second he might have had it there. Might as well go back to it for the 3rd straight play. Terrell Davis, he's got Truz, and he scores the touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead. Ugh. But the Chargers fight back and score a big touchdown. But we hold on. The Baltimore Ravens are going to the Super Bowl. Oh my God. This season's gone crazy. I did not expect this season to go the way that it has. First off, I didn't even expect us to make the playoffs, really. I thought we would win a few games, but I didn't think we would make the playoffs. And we go to the Super Bowl? We're either playing the 49ers or the Eagles in the Super Bowl this year. If we could win a Super Bowl the first time we make the playoffs, that would be quite something. That would be quite the ordeal. I guess I was off on my prediction. I thought we were maybe a year or two ahead of time, or a year or two away from our winning window. It looks like we are right in the thick of things for the winning window here. Taking on, I think it was Philadelphia. Yeah, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, who are the lower seed, right? Yeah, they're the 4th seed. So all the lower seeds are upsetting the top seed. That's kind of crazy. But it's Super Bowl week. Ravens and Eagles for a chance to win the Super Bowl. Oh my God. I can't believe we're here. Let's go see if we can get it done. I never expected us to be in this situation, but here we are. It is the Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going to get sacked for a safety. I had 0 time, and Carter brings me down. That is not the way to start a Super Bowl. They get a field goal after that. So, wow. We are down 5-0 to start this game. Okay. Not the way you want to start a Super Bowl, but that's okay. It's only 5-0. We've come back from worse. As Marvin goes up for that. Probably not the smartest throw. Not the smartest decision. I can't be making dumb decisions in the Super Bowl. That is for sure. This is not the game. Of all games, this is not the game to make the dumb decisions. Any other game, we can make those dumb decisions. Not this one. This is a intense situation. I'm actually setting Tony Gonzalez on a slant route to kind of open up that middle of the field so that I can step up in the pocket and run with Steve McNair, get the first down. I had no options there. We'll hand this ball off to Terrell Davis. He's going to get a block. Terrell Davis scoring the touchdown too quick. Terrell Davis scores, and we are back on top. Well, on top for the first time. Ooh, and the defense held on. Good job, defense, not allowing the Eagles to score. This is obviously pre-Donovan McNabb Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, because he's in this draft class coming up. That's an ugly throw, but Terrell Owens comes back to it. Brings it in, and we'll give it back to Terrell Davis. See if he can score the touchdown. Oh, he did it! I thought he didn't get it. I was going to say, put your shoulder to the ground and just run him over. I wasn't sure if he got the touchdown, but he does cross the line, get the touchdown, and we will kick a field goal up 17-5, 24-5, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it could happen. We're gonna jump in here, 4th and 2. Oh, it's Randall Cunningham still. I thought he was gone by now, but he is still here, quarterbacking the Philadelphia Eagles to a Super Bowl. So good for him. And that's gonna be, oh my God, what? We get the turnover because Ray Lewis knocked it incomplete, but I thought he picked it off. He should have picked it off. 4th and 16 now for Randall Cunningham and the Eagles. They are running out of time very quickly. They got to score almost on one play, and that's going to be knocked incomplete again. It's another turnover. The defense is just coming up too big. And we scored a touchdown. I think we scored a touchdown, right? I don't remember what we had. I think we must have. Under a minute to go here. It's 31-5. I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Not what I expected to do when I started this video. I did not expect us to come in here and win a Super Bowl this season, but it looks like we are going to do it, and we are. The Baltimore Ravens are world champions for the first time in the rebuild. The dynasty has officially begun. I thought we were a couple more years away, but the dynasty is over, or has started. The dynasty has begun. The Baltimore Ravens are world champions. McNair, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Marvin Harrison, Tony Gonzalez, Terrell Davis, Curtis Martin, Orlando Pace, Tony Allen, that's a basketball player, Larry Allen, Ray Lewis, Derek Brooks, Charles Woodson, Rondé Barber, Brian Dawkins, Jason Taylor, Reggie White against his former team. So many names that had to get this job done to win the Super Bowl, and we did it. We have won a Super Bowl, and I think Terrell Davis is going to win MVP of the Super Bowl because he had 4 touchdowns. So I think it's pretty fair to say that Terrell Davis is going to get MVP of the Super Bowl. I'm just hoping that Randy Moss, when we open this season recap thing, I'm just hoping that it says Randy Moss wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's the main goal. And I hope Terrell Davis won MVP. We got a contract extension. That's always nice. And we will move on to the offseason. Oh, man. A Super Bowl. Really? A Super Bowl. I did not expect that whatsoever. And now we got to make a big decision. Now we got to trade Terrell Davis, which we're probably going to be coming away with some good assets, but trading Terrell Davis is not going to be easy. So Terrell Davis does win MVP of the Super Bowl, which was pretty easy to figure out. I figured he was going to do that. Emmitt Smith wins another MVP. He needs to retire. He's won every single MVP since we started this. He also wins Offensive Player of the Year, so Terrell Davis doesn't win that. John Randall wins Defensive Player of the Year. Fred Taylor took the Offensive Rookie of the Year from Randy Moss. And Sam Cowart, middle linebacker for the Bills, took Defensive Rookie of the Year. But we get a Super Bowl. Ugh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so we will advance to the re-sign period where we need to trade what's-his-face, Terrell Davis. We also need to see some upgrades. I wonder if Steve McNair went up to X Factor now because he's got himself a Super Bowl. That's going to be big. Did he? He didn't. He's playing up to a 90 overall. We knew that Randy Moss was going to be an X Factor, but Steve McNair stays at Superstar. That's kind of unfortunate. I thought he might. Krayuts, I just saw, is Superstar development. Larry Izzo goes up to Superstar. That's huge. But I think everybody else stays the same. Woodson, we revealed, is X Factor, but I think Larry Izzo is the only... Oh, London Fletcher also has X Factor. That's awesome. But I think Larry Izzo is the only one that changes on defense. Yeah, it looks like it. And Krayuts is the Superstar on... He revealed his on his development trait, which is Superstar. All right, so negotiations. Terrell Davis. Oh, it went down a little bit. He was at like 90 million. Now he's only at 77. I still don't want to pay that. Probably. It's probably stupid to trade him, though. He just had an amazing season where he won Super Bowl MVP. He had 1,600 yards. But maybe we can capitalize on his value. He's at the peak of his value. He is at the peak of his powers. He is the highest rated player on the team. And I tried to hit the offer screen, or the trade offers, but there's not in this game. Okay, so we can probably get a top 3 pick for Terrell Davis. That is pretty much, I would say, a guarantee that we can do that. But we have to find something else that we can get with him. Because I don't want to just get... Ooh, I would love to get Shannon Sharp. I don't want to just get draft picks. I want to get other stuff. Let's see. Who was a bad team this year? It was obviously the Jaguars were really bad. They always are. Who was the second worst team in the league? It was the Texans. The two teams that don't exist. Well, the Jaguars exist, but the Texans don't exist just yet, so that makes sense. Who was 3? Who was the third pick? It was the Colts. Interesting. Oh, they don't have a quarterback. That's why. Okay, but they don't need a running back, so we don't need to trade with them. I'm tempted just to trade with the Jaguars again because they need a running back. They drafted Charlie Ward. That's funny. Or they didn't draft Charlie Ward. They had Charlie Ward. But they desperately need a running back. So if they can give me their 2 first-round picks plus a player, Antonio Freeman, they got Hines Ward. I'm intrigued by that. Who else should you give me? They don't really have anybody that I want, do they? This team's bad. This team is pretty bad. They don't really have anybody that I want other than their draft picks. And I don't want to just trade Terrell Davis for draft picks. So maybe we trade with the Texans. They've got Warren Sapp, who I would like. They've also got Marcus Spears, but not the defensive lineman. Marcus Spears, the right tackle. So if you give me Warren Sapp and 2 first-round picks for Terrell Davis, we'll call that a deal. Trade declined. Okay. I feel like I'm giving back fair compensation for that, but I guess they don't think so. I guess I can go back to the Jaguars and just ask for draft picks. If they just give me... If they give me that, how's that? No. Okay, they value their draft picks very highly. I see how it is. Well, I've got to come away with a first-round pick next year. That seems pretty fair. It's Terrell Davis I'm giving you. What can I get back? What can I get back in return? The Jets, they don't really need a... they could use a running back. How about that? Oh, come on. Come on. The Packers need a running back. They really do need a running back. What about if they give me this? Somebody's going to give me this deal. Okay. Packers are listening to the deal. Do I have anybody that's old that I could send alongside them? I could give them Robbie Tobeck and then just start right away with Kreutz. Trade declined. Okay, wow. I thought that was going to go through, honestly. So I'll give them a 4th-round pick this year. Nope. Okay. I'll give them a 3rd-round pick this year. Nope. What about a 3rd-round pick next year? A little bit easier. Hold on. Let me make sure that... I'm pretty sure I upgraded all the trade stuff, right? I should be able to trade fairly easily. Let me go to the franchise staff, to the talent tree. Yeah, all this stuff is upgraded. All this stuff is upgraded. I'll just upgrade all this stuff just because I have the ability to. I've got a bunch of staff points. So we might as well upgrade it all. But all of my trade stuff is upgraded all the way to the max. So I don't know why they're being so stingy. I mean, I'm trading them a franchise running back. Stop being so stingy. Stop being so effing stingy. Just keep boosting. Might as well just spend all these points. Just keep on spending points. I didn't realize I had so many. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Increase XP for offensive linemen. Definitely want to go down this path. Do that. All players count as scheme fits. I don't have... Oh, I only have 1 point left. Okay. I wonder why I couldn't do that. Only got 1 point left. Okay, so all my staff points have been spent now. But that didn't really help my trade scenarios. I guess if I trade Terrell Davis in that center for a low 1st-round pick and then just, like, I could trade to Chicago, but I don't want to trade to Chicago. Who's a team that played pretty well this year that needs a running back? There's not many teams that do need a running back, actually. Except for, like, the bad teams. Packers, we already talked to... Who was that? That was the Patriots. I don't think I'm going to be able to get pick number 9, so might as well not even try it. But there's not many teams that need a running back that have a high pick. Let me go around the league and see who's got, like, no running backs. Ooh. Washington needs a running back for sure. How good were they? They were pick 7. Okay, that's probably not going to be possible. The Jaguars, we know, need a running back. The Packers, we know, need a running back. Man, there's a lot of good running backs in the league. At least decent enough running backs. What about the Bills? The Bills had pick 24, right? Something like that? Yeah, pick 24. What about if you do this? For Terrell Davis. Trade offer accepted. So, Terrell Davis is now a Buffalo Bill, and we get back a 1st-round pick this year, a 2nd-round pick this year, and a 1st-round pick next year. I'm fine with that, because we have Curtis Martin. And I can always trade that pick up the ladder, like I usually do. So, I think that was the only negotiation that we needed to look at. I don't think I'm going to bring back anybody else here. No, probably not. So, let's move to check out retirements. Flipper Anderson. Flipper! Hardly know her. So, a couple of our old guys retire. That's fine. We've got Thurman Thomas retiring and Jim Kelly. So, the Bills they just lost their franchise running back and their franchise quarterback. That's good for us. We give them Terrell Davis, but is he going to be enough to give them enough wins to be able to make that matter? John Elway was playing for the Panthers and retired. Okay. Didn't think he ended up in Carolina, but he did to end his career, but he retires now. We go to free agency with not that many holes. Probably D-tackle. We're still looking to try to figure out what we want to do there. So we've got ourselves no quarterbacks, but that's okay because we're not in the market for a quarterback, not right now at least. Bills are trying to get, who was it? It was Stan Humphries. They're trying to get as their replacement, their Band-Aid. There's no running backs that I want. That's fine, because hopefully we can draft one. Fullbacks are not in the market for. Michael Irvin at 33 years old. Andre Rison? Ooh. Nah. If we didn't have the depth at receiver that we have, I probably would go for him, but we have too many good players to pick those, to sign anybody there. Tight end, we'll have to keep waiting on. Left tackles, we're good with. Probably. Bills are in the market for a lot of different players. Left guard, we're still looking for a new left guard. Randall McDaniel at 34 years old. I might go with him just for the fact that he's a high overall. And then Larry Allen can move back to right guard for a couple of seasons. What about if we give him $20 million? Does that put us over the Lions? It does. Center, we're going to stick with Krayotz and Tobeck. Right guard, we got Larry Allen. And then right tackle, we got Lincoln Kennedy. But we don't have a backup. Don't really have a backup. I would go with Gene Williams, I guess. Not the worst backup in the world, I guess. So we'll offer him a contract. $7 million. He probably will accept that. Defensive end. Reggie White's still here for some reason. We're getting 3 years out of Reggie White. And we got him an extra Super Bowl. So I guess that's awesome. But we probably do need to bring a backup. So we'll go for Paul Spicer since he's young. We'll offer him a contract. 5.1 mil. He will accept that most likely. D tackles. We're still on the waiting list for Anthony McFarland, so we'll wait on that. Left outside linebacker we're pretty good with, especially now that Izzo's gone up to superstar. Middle linebacker we're certainly good on. Right end, or right outside linebacker we are good on as well. Although we could go for Ted Johnson, but maybe not. Corners. There's a couple good corners in the draft, so I think I'm going to hold off on getting them. And then free safeties. I think that's gonna be all we go for. I don't think we're gonna go for anybody else. I like what we have. All right, so my negotiations are Randall McDaniel, Gene Williams, and Paul Spicer, basically just backups for starters that we already have, and then we're gonna focus on the draft to bring in those other guys. Focus on the draft to bring in maybe a backup running back like Ricky Williams or Edgerrin James, something like that, or Kevin Falk. All could be possibilities. And crucially, we'll have to see. We got all three of those guys, which is awesome. Crucially, we'll have to see how good the Bills do next episode, because we're going to be very invested in their season now that we have their first round pick. But they don't have Jim Kelly and they don't have Thurman Thomas, so that's going to hurt them. They do have Terrell Davis. Ooh, this might be. Oh, it's Marvin Harrison. I thought it was going to be what's his face, McNair. We are going to pick up his fifth-year option on Marvin. And then I'm assuming they're going to give this for Steve McNair as well. Yeah, this is probably going to be Steve. And, oh, it's Ray Lewis. Okay, we took... How many people did we take in the first round? We're going to pick up Ray Lewis's fifth-year option as well. Man, we're going to have to pay some people a lot of money. That is for sure. I don't like it. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. All right, so we know that Ricky Williams, 80%. We've got Donald Driver to 80%, and we got Booger McFarland at 95%. I want to do Joey Porter, I want to do Champ Bailey, and I want to do Antoine Winfield. Those are going to be my last three private workouts, and hopefully we can come away with at least one, maybe two of those guys. We will probably advance to the next week. Mock draft number 5 is going to be big because we have 2 first-round picks this year. They're both pretty low into the round, but that's okay. I mean, we won the Super Bowl, so obviously one of ours is going to be low. So mock draft number 5. Don McNabb going to Jacksonville to be their franchise quarterback. Akili Smith going to Houston to be their franchise quarterback. Ricky Williams going top 5 to the Colts, number 3. Then Tim Couch, then Champ Bailey, then Edgerrin James. So the top running backs are going top of the draft. I don't like that. Culpepper going to Washington. Booger's going number 14 to the Packers. That's attainable. And then we have pick 24, right? Yeah, pick 24, taking Desmond Clark, and then the final pick of the first round, taking Dan Campbell. We're not going to do either of those. I'm tempted to trade that Bills pick up the cycle to get number probably 13 to get Booger McFarland. But how do we get anybody else? How do we come away with Champ Bailey? That's going to be pretty tough. I think it's possible, but it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going to go and make some moves like I normally do. We're going to get up into the draft, and I'll catch you guys when I've gotten everything I need to do. Okay, I got where I needed to go. You'll see what happens in the draft. Let's get right to it. Advance to the NFL draft. I was able to trade up my draft picks. So let's start drafting. Although I should probably see the mock draft one more time just to make sure I know what's going on here. Mock draft number 5. Champ Bailey. Okay, I know what's going on. Let's see if we can get this. See if we can make this happen. Start drafting. Here we go. Let's pause it, though. Skip number 1 pick. It is Donovan McNabb to the Jaguars. They get their franchise quarterback. Congratulations to them. Akili Smith may be the franchise quarterback for the Texans. Who knows? Ricky Williams goes number 3, but that's okay because we are here at number 4 to take ourselves Champ Bailey. I traded up past the Buccaneers to get Champ Bailey. I couldn't let him walk. We have Rondé Barber, we have Charles Woodson, and now we have Champ Bailey. So our 3 corners are locked down, amazing players. Fantastic option. And then we have pick 13, as you might have seen. So Tim Couch goes to Tampa, Edgerrin James to Pittsburgh, Dante Culpepper's in Washington, David Boston, Torrey Holt to the Patriots. I like that. Javon Curse, Troy Edwards, Chris McAllister, and we are up again. And this is going to be our Booger McFarland pickup. He's going to be our new D tackle. He looks really good, obviously. So we're going to grab him. Only normal development, though. That's not that bad of a thing because he's probably going to be a high overall and he's going to be pretty good. But only normal development is a little shocking. Little shocking, honestly. Next pick is pick 24 of the second round. This is the other Bills pick that we got. So let's take a look at our draft board. We're going to pick up Donald Driver. But it's just, wow, it's just the tight ends and receivers. I thought that there would be some corners or something available. It doesn't look like there is. So how are we going to play this? How are we going to play this? We could trade down, because I don't know if there's going to be anybody here that I want. I mean, maybe Solomon Page to be a backup left guard. But that might just be a waste of a pick. I'm not 100% sure. Raheem Abdullah and Larry Smith. I could take Solomon Page, but I think I'm going to trade down, see what we can get. Trade down, see what we can get. We can get second round picks. Anybody offer me a first? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like anybody's offering me a first, which is okay. I'll take a second and a third next year. That's also from Buffalo, though. I don't want to take from Buffalo. I might do the Seahawks trade, though. I might do the Seahawks trade. The Giants are also offering me that, but I think the Seahawks deal is going to be the best one. Let's take the Seahawks deal. Where are they at? There you are. Seattle. Second and third next year is always nice. Plus, we didn't get a second-round pick from the Bills next year. We only got the first-round pick, so... They used that pick to take Russell Davis. Good for them. We still have a second-round pick, too. It's our own. Pick 32. Abdullah still on the board. I think I'm going to take Raheem Abdullah. Left outside linebacker out of Clemson. Get some more depth. He's got elite acceleration. Only normal development. He's just a depth pickup. That's all he is. He's nothing special. We don't need to have any high hopes for him or anything. Round 3. Grammatica is still on the table, but I'm not going to go for Grammatica. I might take a left guard, Doug Brzezinski, just to have a backup left guard. There we go. Okay, so another whiff of a pick, but I was only looking for those top guys anyway, so the rest of these picks aren't really that massive. I think I'm actually going to trade the 4th round pick as well. and we can only get a 4. A lot of teams are offering me just a 4, which I'm probably going to have to take. Let's take Atlanta's 4th round pick next year. We're going to have a few picks next year in the 2000 NFL draft. That is for sure. And I think I might just let the CPU handle the rest of this. This wasn't that eventful of an NFL draft, but the first round was basically. We come away with a top corner and a new defensive tackle. So hopefully that'll help us out. Champ Bailey's an 83 overall. Beautiful. He's going to be right there in contention with the rest of them. And then Anthony McFarland's a 74. So I knew he was going to be pretty decent overall. I'm fine with that. They took a bunch of scrubs with the rest of the picks. That's okay. Oh, I forgot about Donald Driver. I wonder if he actually did go undrafted or not. I forgot about him. That's my bad. I'll look for him in free agency, and then I'll tell you next episode. Best player in the class was Champ Bailey, so we did get the best player in the class. Culpepper's a 77. McNabb's a 76. So was Ricky Williams. All right. We got ourselves the best player in the class, which is not a surprise, it being Champ Bailey. But I'm excited. The defending Super Bowl champs going into next episode, the 99-2000 season. How are we going to do? I don't know. We also got to keep in mind that Buffalo pick. We have that Buffalo draft pick. So generate the best lineup. Curtis Martin will start this season. I should probably pick up a backup running back as well. Offense is looking good. Looks really dominant. And then the defense, Booger McFarland will have to be backup for right now. Champ Bailey's the 3rd string corner. Oh, this team looks really good. This team looks really good. I'm so excited that you stopped by. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Next episode, we will go on our defense of our Super Bowl championship. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.